All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the CHI Health Center here in beautiful downtown Omaha, Nebraska. And I will have to say that maybe the late, great Sid Hartman was right. It is a cold Omaha. Around 0 degrees this morning again. Minnesota-type weather down here, so we will be bringing our weather along with us as we're here with you today, but we are here to cover Northern Lights 15-2s here in the ASICS President's Day Classic. And as always, alongside Mike Spolidoro, I'm Jim Wellbrook, and we are thrilled to be here.
Absolutely, we're thrilled to be here, Jim. I'm thrilled to be here. It's regardless of the result on the court, it's just absolutely one of the joys of my life to watch my kids play volleyball.
Absolutely. I think that's...
And hockey, for that matter.
Yeah, hockey is good. I think all the sports are fun. I think it's... And you're right. It's all about watching your kids do something that they love. And volleyball is a great way to build teamwork. They make friendships that will last the rest of their lives. And those are the things that we want to take away from this. The wins and losses, they'll eventually be forgotten, but the experience you had with your teammates is just irreplaceable.
So, Jim, we're going to start the second match of the day. And the first match didn't go the way we might like it. And this is going to be a tough one. This is the number 1 seed in our 8-team pool. And they're strong. We got to see them this morning already. They're not small.
No, I'm trying to look a little bit up here on Club Ignite. They are an Iowa team. I can't say exactly where they're from. They go through their coaching staff here, and there's some Minnesota connections that I see. St. Charles mentioned. Rochester Technical and Community College for one of the coaches, so it looks like they have some local connections for us as well. But yeah, tall team here, and we'll see how we fare. We're going to have to use speed and quickness, I think, to keep up with a team like this.
Any team, any day can win.
Absolutely.
And so we will watch Mackenzie Dean. She's got some serious height and a very powerful hitter. Number 2 over there. And we'll see what we can do here, Jim. I'm hopeful. We had a nice run towards the end of the last match. So I am hopeful that we can get things going here.
All right. Club Ignite starts with the serve here and puts the ball into play. Miedema right away with this. Sends it over to Liz Coleman. Block is right there and comes right back.
It's tough block. Now, it's going to be important for Liz to just forget that happened, go right back at it. Hitters have a tendency to shut down. Continue to swing. You must continue to swing.
Absolutely. This is Brittany Baycorn at the line. Is going to continue here. Picked up nicely here. Slung back over, pushed back, and a free ball by Elsa. I'm sorry, by Molly there. And there's that devastating number 2, Mackenzie Dean with the swing.
Yeah, a little bit of a ping pong match there on that one, Jim, as the ball went back and forth very quickly. Generally not how you want to play, but lots of times it's just instinct takes over.
Baycorn continues with the line, picked up by Lage. Then over to Coleman, makes another big swing at it, like you mentioned, Mike. Good to keep the attack going here. Free balled over by Ignite, and trouble handling that one deep in the 5 here.
Taylor being aggressive, going for the ball. Lots of shouting. But when you're in the moment, you do what you think you need to do.
Baycorn continues, sends this one out wide left. As we look at the court.
Need that.
That brings Elsa Kunzhoog to the line. Had a lot of nice service runs yesterday. Very deliberate server, takes her time, surveys the court. Right-hander sends it over, and that's a good serve, and they do have trouble connecting with that on the Ignite side. Point Lights.
Remember, Stein Alligator and Crocodile Removal Services is offering 10% off for every Northern Lights ace today.
Thank you, Dan Stein. We were able to visit with President Stein yesterday and had a really nice conversation with him. Oh, a nice block here, and that fires up the lights.
Now we can only hope that sort of block there puts a little mind game in their heads.
Elsa continues at the line. We're going to go right side over here on the slide. Brought up nicely here. Klimbarski with the pass out of the back row. Miedema sends it over. Pushed back by Ignite. Going to go to the right side here. Lage comes up just short on that one. Getting their defensive positions set here. There's Megan Rembert at the line for Club Ignite. Puts the serve, they let it go, and it's just in on that back line. Tough one to let go.
It's a game of inches, Jim.
That is.
Lights needs to continue to battle here.
Rembert continues. The tape gets in the way of that one. Service.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
It's going to bring Bella rushing to the line. Northfield product sends the ball over down the right line. A little bit of trouble handling this, but they recover and go with a left attack that is wide to our left.
Like the start out of the Lights team here.
Matched 5-5. Rushing continues, wastes no time with the serve here. Back set right side, tipped over. Just in, right on the line.
Tanith Rausch from Club Ignite making the nice play there. The set was very tight. The block was there, so she elected to go up and just tip it down the line.
Maeve Raymond to the line. Right-hander sends over a spinning serve, picked up there by Miedema. The overpass comes right back, and go left side to Miedema here. Block is there. And that is Eowyn Schrader, amongst others on that block, setting up a pretty big wall there, Mike.
Yeah, she started with the overpass. She hammered down, and we dug it up, and she was frustrated by that, clapped her hands together, but then she came back on that block, and there she is again, Jim.
Pushed over here by Gemma Hansen, but the block is there again.
Early timeout from the Lights team, kind of expected. They've been hanging in. I think Coach Pam's going to talk about maybe how do we get their front row moving, because to date in this set, that front row is just planted in trees
They're
with
just right there.
big reach.
I was thinking I'd like to see our hitters learn to tool the block a little bit more. When you're faced with a consistent, strong block, I think that's one of the things that Coach Layers has taught players over the years we've seen, is just use that then and actually use that as a weapon, a very thoughtful, planned out attempt to use their hands and make it go out of bounds on their hands.
Well, and I think Laura's favorite play probably is tooling the block when it works well. She's learned to do that and really enjoys that play. And yeah, I think there's other ways to attack. You don't always have to hit right into it. So you want to mention we're joined by our sideline reporter, Karis Polidoro, this morning. So bringing you insight into the game, maybe what the coaches are thinking, what's going on the sidelines a little bit, and some of the other tidbits of the match here. So appreciate having her on with us as well this morning.
Jim, that's another coach's point out of a timeout service error. That's might be the third or fourth of the day.
All right, Rushing brings this up. Also pushes it over left side on a quick set. Coleman tries to tip it over. And they're calling no touch there. We're going to keep going.
The players were calling no touch.
Yes.
The official ruled there was it. Oh, definite net there.
Yeah, no doubt. Chaos up at the net here. Point Ignite.
We did see a little bit quicker tempo set from Elsa Kuhns-Hogue out to the outside that time. So trying to take advantage of mixing it up, but wasn't able to execute.
Roche on the serve here. Dietz sends this over. Left side. Big attack and a nice attempt there by rushing to keep that play alive.
Right back into the broadcast location, Jim.
Yeah,
Now we see that 4-point deficit. Very important here for the Lights team to put an end to this.
Roush, left-hander, keeps it in play here. Elsa pushes it high out to the left side. Rolled over the tape by Coleman. Point Lights.
I think that was Miedema, Jim, with an
you're right.
excellent cut.
Yes, it was. All right, Spolodoro at the line here. Right-hander sends it over. Ignite goes right side here. Off the block.
Here's some encouragement on the court, Jim. That's good.
Well, you have to keep your teammates' spirits up and keep things positive. Emma Walker with the serve here. Miedema's going to send this over. And go left side here. That's number 2 with the big attack. Comes back at her here.
That's a couple blocks now there on Mackenzie Dean. Again, if we can continue that activity, might shut her down a little bit, which would be obviously beneficial to the Lights club.
Absolutely get in her head a little bit. That could be good. Miedema with the serve here. Gonna go right side. Cross court. Picked up nicely by Spolodoro here. Back row attack from Miedema. Picked up by Ignite. They're gonna go left side. Swung over. Sharp cross court. That's picked up nicely by Klimbarski and pushed over by Coleman. And there's trouble on the other side there.
There we go. Nicely done there. Good defensive play, Jim. That's how Lights is going to get their way through this match.
Absolutely.
It's through their defense.
Going to have good first contact, both serve, receive, and in transition. And an ace here for Miedema.
Wow. I heard everybody on the other side of the court calling for out, except for the ball. Says, no, we're going to sneak in.
Nice play there.
Get the Baller TV poll here. If you see a little structure.
Miedema continues here and pushed over. And off the block here, right side. A slide play, but the block sends it back. Nice defensive layout there by Spolodoro. Is going to go back to Coleman on the left side. Libero brings it up for Ignite, left side. Oh my, finds a way through the block. It's pretty tough to bring that up.
Yeah, that was trouble there, Jim. They all the pushing to the offensive right side of Club Ignite court. They sent one back to the left side, isolation block against Koons Hogue. She was there in a good position. Unfortunately, the shot went around.
Now the libero here, Ashley Stawn, finds a good spot on the left side as we look at the court.
Again, Jim, as we talked about in the last match, important to cut this off right here, right now, and keep a smaller margin.
Goes right back to that same spot, but handled this time by Coleman. It's sent back to her by Klimbarski. This one just long.
My guess is the serve will go back to the 5. I think Liz has this one.
Lets it go. Smart move there.
She had it all right. All over it.
Service error for Ignite. Puts a point on the board for Lights. 11-14. Alexa Dietz at the line. Going to run that slide again. The block is there. Unfortunately, comes right back to their middle, and there's people running and flying off the courts here. Holy cow, hopefully everybody's all right here. Spolodoro ending up a court and a half over.
If you're just joining us here, a reminder, Nora Phipps went down with an ankle in the first match. I see her with her shoes on, but also with her warm-up shirt on. So
the overpass there is sent down on the one-timer by Ignite. 11-16. Brittany Baycorn at the line, continues. Sent over to Coleman. She brings this up. It's going to go back to her out of the back row. Swings it back over. Left side. Again, Mackenzie Dean.
yeah, that time they moved the attack in a little bit, Jim, and just had her momentum coming in. block was outside where it typically would be. The block did slide in, but there's just too much movement happening there.
Acorn continues. It's long. Service error, Ignite.
All right, it's only 5. Koonshoog has been known to go on a run.
Had a couple of very nice runs yesterday. Very deliberate. Takes her time. Goes through her routine. Sends a good serve over that's picked up. To the right side. Gets through the block.
Nice play there. Maeve Riemann runs the slide.
All right, we've got Megan Rembert at the line here for Ignite. Picked up nicely by Coleman, pushed out left side. Sent over by Lage. Elsa's there. Free balled over. Ignite sets up there. Right side, it's tough pass there.
Following a lift there, she had to extend her arm way out, which turns the palm up.
Not allowed, and like to see that call. I think there's a little bit of that has been lost in the game. We want to make sure that we are hitting the ball, not throwing, lifting, carrying the ball. Rushing at the line here for Lights. Sends it over. Quick into the middle there, and Maeve Raymond just kind of flips that over with the left hand. That's a point Ignite.
See Spoladoro running across to get an elbow pad. She's got a knot on her elbow, size of a walnut.
Yeah, I think that collision with the other court over there wasn't good. Miedema sends this over from the left side. Gonna go right swing with that lefty, and that one is wide.
You got balls going wide, balls coming from behind. It's a bit of a soupy situation here.
Chaos on court 1. Klimbarski continues here. Good serve there, results in another.
And that's an Alligator ace. Remember, Stein Alligator and Crocodile Removal Services is offering 10% off for every Northern Lights ace today.
A lot of coupons handed out yesterday, I tell you, and those 18 black matches for Dan Stein. We appreciate his support. Another swing from the Club Ignite side here down that left sideline as they look at the court. Results in another point for them. They waste no time here with the serve. Welsh continues, picked up though here, and nice swing there by Dietz, but they managed to bring this back up. They're going to go left side and swing it in. That is out. I'm waiting for the ball to come back here. It's going to bring Spoladoro to the line after some adjustments to the apparel here to back in the match. Sends this over. Good serve. The libero picks it up here. It's tight pass. They have trouble with it. It's going to be point Lights.
Could call that an ace, Jim.
I think you'd call that an ace.
Somewhat of a score discrepancy here. We're showing 17-20. They're showing 16-20.
That is definitely.
And that's an Alligator ace. Remember, Stein Alligator and Crocodile Removal Services is offering 10% off for every Northern Lights ace today.
Get the score corrected on the far sideline there, 18-20.
18-20, good score here. A couple of more points and we're knotted up here.
Pancake called.
Nice update there. Nice up ball. Swung back over from the middle. No touch called. Point Lights. 19-20.
Great pancake there out of Spoladoro.
Love to see those. It's hard to get the official to call those, too.
Yeah, it is very hard. And it's another ace.
And that's an Alligator ace. Remember, Stein Alligator and Crocodile Removal Services is offering 10% off for every Northern Lights ace today.
And just like that, the momentum shifts. We talked about how quickly you can get back in a match by serving a few aces, and look at that, it's 20-20. Perfect vision here on court number 1.
From Remind our viewers, Jim, that this is brought to you by the Easy Reels application. Sam McKay and team have put this together. Allow streaming, score overlay, highlights, call-in features. Tremendous support out of Sam and his group at Easy Reels. It's a race to 5 here, Jim.
Spoladoro continues at the line. Right-hander sends this over. Picked up by the libero, but she misses that one.
And that's an alligator ace. Remember, Stein Alligator and Crocodile Removal Services is offering 10% off for every Northern Lights ace today.
That button, we might get tired of pressing that button.
I think so, but and another good serve here. 3-ball back over. Spoladoro, nice attack there by Lexa Dietz.
Great play out of the middle. And look at this run. And now you got some exasperation.
And we got a score problem here.
Yeah, we got some exasperation on the other,
coaches
other
are
side. We got players, and
I think this may not be a team that's used to playing from behind at all. And that one is going to sail long. 22-21.
it was a nice run. You hate to see things end in a service error. But sometimes when you're going for it, trying to get those aces, it happens.
We talked about it. The coaches want aggressive serves, and you are going to get some errors. Now this one, the bottom just drops out of the serve for Club Ignite there.
All right, well, it's now a race to 3, Jim.
22-22, 22-22, 22-22. All right,
lots of twos. Match 2.
We keep going here. Klimbarski brings this up. Tipped over, but the block sends that one back. And just like that, the momentum goes back over to Club Ignite.
Yeah, setting right into that strong block there.
Timeout called by Coach Morrison.
The Dean Schrader block is a massive wall to try to get through.
Yes, it is.
Well, here we are, Jim. It's been a great effort out of the 15-2 club. They are right in this second match.
Absolutely.
It would have been very easy for them to just roll over after the first match. It's probably an advantage that they had to play right away because it just didn't give them any time to think about that. They just had to forget about it and move on.
Absolutely. I think that was a good situation to be in and not have time to dwell on it and just forget it. Bring the positives forward and move ahead. Walker continues on the serve here, picked up by Klimbarski. Quick set. Swung back over, picked up here nicely by Spoladoro.
Barely inside the antenna.
Elsa sends this over. Left side. Oh, just a devastating attack from Mackenzie Dean.
Right between the block. You know, earlier in this set, Jim, we were getting the block up there and sending it back over. This time, she splits the gap. Nice shot. Set point, first set point for the Ignite Club.
Walker at the line. Again picked up by Klimbarski. Back set. Swung over by Miedema. Ignite goes to the right side on the slide. Pushed over. A joust at the net there. Won by
Kunso. All right. Miedema back against the wall. This is second set point for Ignite. The 15-2 team battling back from behind the baller's stanchion.
Trouble on the pass there. Oh, and
yeah, no, they called a double contact.
Good. Nice call there.
It was the right call. She went up with 2 hands and the ball kind of
spun off sideways.
So we go to tennis scoring, do we, Jim?
Yes, we do, and we go to volleyball's version of overtime. As Miedema continues at the line here, sends over a good serve. A little bit of trouble on the Ignite side. They end up free balling this over. Spoladoro here. And called out. There's a little bit of a delay on that call, but we're going to let that stand.
Squarely on the line to me, Jim.
I thought so too.
That's unfortunate. We'll look to the Klimbarskis. They're sitting right on the line. Not sure what they saw.
It's advantage Ignite, but here comes Lights.
Okay, got to get a big back row attack coming.
All right, nicely up there by Miedema. Spoladoro saves it. It's going to get back over by Elsa. Ignite sets up. They're going to go left side to Dean. She goes off speed and just drops it in. When you're expecting the big swing, here comes the changeup.
Well, good showing by the Lights Club there. We're looking for our sideline reporters.
I think Klembarski's are talking about that too.
Yeah. Well, that's Klembarski's sitting right on the line, and absolutely says it was on the line. Well, you know, Jim, that it's going to happen.
Yeah. You get some calls go your ways and some don't.
Some do and some don't. Critical time in the match, but hey, what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah. Well, you move on to the next set. And I think you're right. They can take a lot of positives out of that. Good recovery there and coming back against what very talented team here on the other side and giving them a good run for the set here and hopefully can carry that over into set number 2.
I saw some vulnerability down the stretch on serve receive. And if they're in system, they're a very difficult team to beat because they've got such a big front wall.
Right.
But I believe we need to keep them moving with our service and get them out of system. Get the even if the ball's a little bit out of system, right? It's hard to make a plan. And now they've got big players and they got long reaches. We saw there a little changeup at the end with number 2. Hammering the ball all set long and then just comes and rolls it over, and I think you saw the Lights girls just like freeze. Where did that come from?
Yeah, we weren't expecting that. So I think you're right. I think the way to beat them is, and it probably is true of a lot of teams, especially those that are talented up front, if you can have them have a little bit of trouble with serve receive and get off to, even if they sort of recover from it, so you're, like you mentioned, sort of out of system, can be enough. So they don't get a perfect free pass and can run all of their offensive options. Makes them scramble a little bit. That's a way to get into the match.
And we saw very good net play from the Lights Club as well early in putting some blocks up. And, you know, that helps as well as you get, it just changes your approach a little bit to hitting if you're worried about the other side being there. And,
absolutely.
You know, we saw that a little bit on our side. I think Liz Coleman early stuff block, but she came right back right away swinging hard, and that's what you like to see. You like to see yep, you got me that time, but I'm going to go get you next time.
Absolutely. That builds the confidence, and I think that's what you want to see. Playing with confidence, playing your game of confidence.
Heard early on from a coach in our oldest career on service receive, if you get aced, you tell yourself, not again. You don't dwell in the getting aced. You just say, not again. Yeah. You're not going to get me again.
All right, we're ready to go here in set number 2. Elsa Kunzhog puts the ball over. And again, a little bit of trouble with that. They're going to have to flip this over, set up our offense here. Out of the back row, Miedema sends this over. Covered in the middle back. Going to go right side, that left swing. Tough spot there.
That went off about 14 people's hands, Jim. 3 on the court, and it just kept deflecting. That lefty, tough swing out of the right side there. It's her strong side swing as well.
Megan Rembert here for Ignite. Picked up by Coleman. Elsa sends it left side. Lage send this over. Right side attack is just off the block. Picked up, sent back over. Almost a joust there. Klembarski's going to push this back deep in the 5. Reset here. Come with that left side attack. Picked up nicely by Elsa. Miedema from the back row. Comes up just short there.
You know, Jim, I got a comment. 2 unbelievably defensive plays on that one. Taylor Miedema had an excellent dig, and then Elsa there just late in the point, another excellent dig. It's going to take defensive prowess out of your Lights team to win this one.
Rembert here continues. Coleman from the right side. Gets through the block.
Well done, Liz. Swinging hard.
Brings Bella rushing to the line. Right-hander from Northfield. Puts it in play. Nicely down the line. Again, trouble. Tipped over on the right side. In the net.
Wow.
Nice recovery. And, of course, then they find the open spot.
That's just nasty, isn't it, Jim?
It is.
You scramble so hard to get that ball over. You would just hope the other team would use their system play to put 3 touches. But nope, right back to her.
Don't let anybody get up off the floor. I think everybody was down. There was no way to get back to that. And
a smart play.
Kudos to them on a smart play to put the ball there. Off the tape.
I think we've talked about in the past, Jim. I believe the average club team spends the last 12.8 seconds of their practice working on the net cord serve.
Yeah, it does feel like that, and it certainly pays off there for Maeve Raymond. Almost does it again. That one just sings over the top of the tape here. And block is there for Ignite.
Schrader has just been an unbelievable blocker. Long arm. She's got the ability to see where that ball's going and adjust in air. She puts up a very strong block.
Raymond continues here. Klimbarski brings this up. Elsa pushes that out to Miedema on the left side down the line, but picked up by Ignite. Again, the right side attack by the lefty. Sent back over. We'll try it again. Miedema, nice swing here, cross court, and the block gets that back, but it's out. Point Lights.
Nice job by Miedema there. Early on, tips down the line, makes then a very strong cross court. One deep in the one. Dug, but out.
Klimbarski here. The block takes a little off that one, but not quite enough to bring it back up for Rushing.
Left-handed serve coming. Make sure we account for that.
Roche. Oh, tape in the way on that one, and she checks her hand position. I think you see a golfer do. They look at the club after the bad shot is hit. Well, what happened there? Not the club's fault, but it's hard. Do it. Brings Polidoro to the line here. The right-hander sends it over. Little delay there by the libero trying to decide how to pick that up is going to cost a point for Ignite as some of their players are falling
and
through their
that's an Alligator ace. Remember, Stein Alligator and Crocodile Removal Services is offering 10% off for every Northern Lights ace today.
Thank you, Dan Stein, for your continued support of Northern Lights volleyball. We got balls flying around all over the place here.
Trying to figure out which
continues.
is the correct.
Yeah, no doubt. And again, the liberos, she has a little hitch in that, especially when the ball goes to her right. That seems to be a play that she has trouble with. Kind of looks at it for a second, readjusts, and by then it's too late.
Polidoro having some success serving this match. It's good to see.
This one picked up nicely, but a little bit of a tight pass there. They have to swing over a free ball. Light sets up their offense. Go to meet him on the left side. Ignite brings it up.
Oh boy.
Pushed over. Somebody has to be in the net there.
Yeah, I think Alexa Dietz caught the net on the way up.
Yeah, isn't there a rule though at some point if it doesn't impact the play that it's...
Yeah, there is.
I think that's right. I think in that situation the ball was in the front row and they were about to tack and that net was really bouncing. But I think you're right, Kara. If you incidentally contact the net and it's no relevance to the play, you know, the ball...
Oh!
Boy, that was close.
Just always nervous about somebody stepping on a rolling ball. Of course, the up rep
I'll try to cover this gap here, Jim, from the...
Yeah, the other team
I've
behind us is warming up, so
I've
there's
gotten
lots
hit
of balls flying.
2 other times here already, so yeah, there are balls flying around all over the place. Luckily, they haven't been in the head yet. I don't really need that. All right, nice middle
quick
attack here, quick, and it's trouble on the Ignite side.
Really like that play, Jim. That ball was sent very quickly right at the net. Alexa Dietz made a nice job just hammering through that.
Right.
Sometimes when that sets low and quick like that, you have a tendency to get under the ball and push it up. Alexa did a great job staying on top of it for the kill.
Yeah, good set selection by Polidoro on that, I think.
Miedema just long here. Again, being very aggressive with the serves, trying to hit that back line. And that one goes just a little long. Libero for Ignite. Sends it over, picked up by Coleman here. Polidoro. Miedema comes with the attack. Ignite sets up, left side. Dean again. Klimbarski picks this up, going to go left side to Coleman. Swings it over, a little bit of trouble with this one. They're going to have to free ball, roll shot this over, picked up by Miedema. Again, Alexa Dietz is there. This one sent out by Ignite.
That almost made it in the air to our broadcast position.
We almost had a line drive there. It's going to bring Alexa Dietz to the line.
Alexa Dietz, I know her father Jeff has been watching earlier at home in Minnesota.
Attack here, looking to make sure they're calling for a touch, and the point is given to Lights.
Yeah, I expected a touch out of that one as well, Jim.
Seeing a little frustration again. I don't think this is a team that is used to playing from behind at all. So if we can get a little bit of a lead, it would be really nice. The on-2 fails for Ignite.
I also think, Jim, there's a component of, I'm not sure the far lines judge likes being the far lines judge.
Appear fully engaged. We've talked about that before. It's early in the morning. Some of these teams have played, some maybe have not played yet, or are tired from last night's action or yesterday's action or whatever it might be. You have a variety of different line judging that comes out of that. Coleman here is going to swing this over. Ignite sets up. Dean, but hits it into the net. Set was a little bit in, I think, not in the position that she was hoping for there.
Yeah, I think she didn't. Coaches is giving her some notion of, look, you've got to go get the ball. Don't just reach for it.
Well, Elsa Kunzhoeg here with the serve. Ignite sets up, but the pass is tight. They have to scramble to get this over. Elsa pushes it outside to Coleman, and it's off. Tools the block nicely there.
I do like to gamble, Jim, and I would say that if we were to look at the coaching staff for this club, that I was going to say that the coach's last name might be Dean. He's a very tall coach. She's a very tall player. But I lost the bet because his name is his name is Connor Hughes.
Okay.
Welcome, Connor Hughes, to the show.
All right, serve on the service error there by Lights goes back over to Ignite. Klimbarski here brings this up. Coleman from the right side, sharp cross court. We're looking for a touch.
I was looking for a touch.
We're not going to get it.
I got a touch from a ball in the other court, right in the back of the leg.
Another, boy, I don't know. It's we'll see. We should count how many times you get hit because it should be a pretty big number. Megan Rembert here continues serving. Pushed over by Leish here.
Nice job, Madeline Leish. Goes deep one, right down the line.
Great placement there.
I really think that the lines judge over there is not very excited. Her foot's on the court. She's not standing in the corner.
The body language
is not there.
I'm not happy to be here. Rushing at the line for Lights. That left side attack is too far for Ignite. And again, a ball in the broadcast booth here. This is something I don't think they face on the Big Ten Network, dealing with throwing balls back onto the court, but I don't know. I suppose it could come up once in a while. Trouble here with a nice serve from Rushing. It results in another Dan Stein alligator ace. And that is a timeout for Ignite.
I think we got a score issue on the side over here. Well, this is in our favor, so we might take it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the score is not 14-11. I think 13-12 is accurate.
Generally, the parents
we'll take it.
The parents on either side will be the ones to make sure that gets straightened out. You'll often hear score, score, score.
Yeah, we're going to send Kara, a roving reporter, over to look at the other scoreboard to see what it says. Well, they're consistent at 14-11, right. Jim. So, you know,
we're going to take it, right?
I guess we're going to take it. You know, not to say that Kerr has made an error here, because that's rare, but that is the official score, and so that's what we will go with. We are looking at a Lights advantage of 14-11.
Rushing continues at the line here. Again, a little bit of trouble getting this over. Block touches this one. Elsa with the run-through pass set.
Oh, great spot.
Oh, great spot there.
Miedema with the bump kill down the line.
Awesome play.
Jim, we have the Hoagster.
Oh, good to have him in the house.
Coach Jeff Hoag. His daughter Elsa Kunzhoeg playing.
Rushing continues at the line. A ball is chased off court here, and a good spot there for Ignite.
Yeah, that's too bad because rushing was impacted by that ball.
Definitely.
Not that it impacted the play, but it just, she was not fully in the point the entire time.
Right.
And so, but good call on a non-replay. Just an unfortunate occurrence there. So important for the Lights team to put the stop right here and get back.
Maeve Raymond at the line for Ignite. Sends it over, goes off the heel of her hand, and that results in a service error.
You've got some good eyes, Jim, to see all the way across the court the heel of the hand. That's impressive. That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Oh, yeah. I'll collect that big salary today. Klimbarski here to our left. Sends it over. They have again trouble with the serve receive, and a good call on that, Mike, noting that may be the weakness of this team. You see some people pointing, yeah, we got to get over there, cover this, move over there. Let's see what they can do here to adjust. Klimbarski puts it in a spot that again causes trouble for Ignite. They free ball this over, long hit basically, and it goes long.
Yeah, Jim, and I think it's all the momentum. What I'm seeing out of this club, both offensively and defensively, is they're letting mistakes bother them. And I think one mistake then leads to another mistake. So,
and you see their energy level just completely drop when they're struggling a little bit. Overpass here is sent back by Dietz. Light sets up here. Klimbarski over to Miedema. Block sends it back. Back set. Lage recovering some back and forth here. Ignite sets up, and the set is off there.
Coach is losing his mind. He did not believe that there was a block there. He's taking a walk. He's yelling at his assistant coach.
And I think
he can't believe it.
This is where you see the personality of the coach transfer to the team. The team sees him do that, and that takes energy away from the team, and that is not a good situation for them.
100% agreed, Jim. Well said.
Left side attack here. Block hits a piece of it, sent back over by Miedema. They're going to go right side with that left swing. Again, the block is there with a touch. Elsa. Lage sends this over. Trouble, and they can't get it back.
Jim, I do want to go back 2 points and make a comment. Molly Klimbarski made an unbelievable play. The ball came to Elsa. She made a great play defensively, but sent a spinning ball over to Molly very quickly, and Molly was able to cleanly backset the ball. That was a key to that point.
Nice point there. She continues at the line here. Again, the left side attack. Overhead pass brings this up. Elsa the run through. Miedema sends it over. Gonna go right side. That left swing, that's successful for Ignite on that one.
Off the block, off the tip. Coach Nate Lair's in the house over here. This match drawing some big names in the Northern Lights volleyball community.
Yeah,
Jim?
it is. We got a lot of interest here and people checking things out. 20-13 favor of Lights. The left-hander for Ignite continues at the line here. Quick set again into Dietz. The block is there this time. Klimbarski's going to send this over to the left side on a high set. Miedema spinning in the back. Trouble. They're going to bring this back on a free ball. Opportunity for Lights here. Elsa pushes it out left side. Miedema has to swing this over, and that's not one. Doesn't quite connect there.
I like the play. I do like the play. The ball was way to our right side of the court, and to send it over quickly is the right decision. Just didn't quite get the timing correct.
Roche continues here. A tough serve picked up nicely by Rushing. Miedema sends this over. Going to do a right side attack here, and that is a point for Ignite.
Miedema there in good position. Just didn't push. She was a little off balance, away from the net, didn't push. Very important point for the Lights team right here, Jim.
Roche continues at the line. Klimbarski brings it up nice. Elsa the back set. Delage swings it over. They dive on the floor to bring it back. Little chaos here, but picked up nicely by Klimbarski. He's going to be free balled over by Miedema.
Oh, that was a coach's call. I'm not sure about that. He was calling for that, and the up ref went with it.
Don't know how
because that ball was high.
Yeah, I don't know how he could make that call, but well, play continues quickly here, and Ignite, I think, interested to move this along as fast as they can. They're having trouble with this one. That point
Oh,
Lights.
no. Coach,
he is.
Coach just lost his mind again. He's about to get carded, I believe.
Yep.
Jim?
He is losing his, well, there's a couple words for that, but we'll leave them unsaid. again, I think that carries over to the personality of the team. When things get tough, that is not a good position to be in. Nice recovery here on the tool by Schrader on the left side.
5-point cushion here, Jim. They've got their big wall in right now. It's going to be very important for us not to let run happen. Oh, sorry, 4-point cushion.
Emma Walker at the line, the right-hander, picked up by Klimbarski. Back to that quick set to Dietz.
Ooh,
pushed over.
Slam dunk.
I think he's calling a double contact here.
Well, he meant to call a lift. It wasn't a double, but she definitely grabbed the ball and throw.
Or two people hit it.
Okay, now we're getting a little discussion with floor captain Elsa here.
Here, let's see if we can do this, shall we?
Down ref over.
No, I'm not going to be able to hear the conversation.
We had a couple of these delays yesterday. Hopefully this doesn't turn into something long. We hit what I would say was a nearly 10-minute delay.
Critical, we got a replay.
Get a do-over.
All right.
Not something you see in most sports. Hey, let's do it again.
Let's try that one again, yes.
Oh, wait, no. To 17? Okay.
Well, now we got another discussion here.
All right, and I feel like this is another one of these delay tactics. I do remember a match some years ago with Rochester Mayo where one of their girls constantly called for a towel to wipe the floor off every time they needed. Oh, it's wet again on the floor. We got to stop. And this is just another way for them to kind of delay
Jim,
this.
We've got to go to this angle. We got Coach Layers and Coach Hogue.
Oh, wouldn't you
They're
love
talking about it. Here, maybe we can listen in here.
Wouldn't you love to know what's being said here? What strategies might be being proffered by these two coaching geniuses here to our left. We have a lot of people interested in this match. You're right. Usually it's your set of parents.
We're going back and forth
Now this is turning into way more of a delay than it should. I liked the call.
Turning into a timeout.
It is, and this is benefiting the Ignite team to stop this run.
Looks like we might have an overhead leak here on court 8 behind us. They've got a couple buckets.
I don't know how anything can be running in off that roof with the temperatures what they are. Everything should be frozen up here. But now, this is now becoming another one of these delays that.
He's
getting on a phone. Is he going to log into our broadcast and look at the replay?
I think we are looking at a Big Ten replay here.
I think he's looking for his cards.
Yeah, I think we're looking at a.
We are looking at it. He is looking at a protest.
Are you kidding? They're making a phone call to decide this.
No, I think the coach here is filing an official protest.
Oh, we're calling New York. We're going to get an official ruling. I wish we had, like they do on the NFL today, they have, I can't think of the guy's name right now that comes in. We're going to bring in Nate Layers, though. He's going to be our rules expert here. What do you think's going on here?
Well, it appears that the opposing team might have called a protest on the call, because usually when the down ref, or the up ref gets down from the stand, that's usually a good indicator. So I think they're calling in the head official to mediate the process. And I think what they'll do is that head official will come over, and usually they'll keep the refs separate, and they'll speak to each ref, the up ref and the down ref, to get their version of the events, and then make a conclusion, and that would be the call.
All right, joined here by the Hoekster as well. What are your thoughts about this long delay?
Well, I've actually only been here for about 5 minutes, and I've already seen 5 calls go bizarrely.
Yeah.
The woman on the other side of the court who's filming was waving that the ball was outside the antenna before, and the ball was 3 feet inside the antenna. So the ref obeyed someone who wasn't even a line judge. So, yeah, this ref's had some difficulty so far.
Yeah.
But I don't think I think it's going to end up turning out to be a replay when this is all done.
I think when we got to that point and he made that initial call, I thought, okay, it's not something we talk about. We never see that in other sports. Hey, let's do it again. It is a thing in volleyball, and I thought it was the right call. And now we have a whole mess of delays here that, I don't know, I feel like is a tactic from the Ignite coach to really slow this match down. They know they're in trouble in this set. And,
absolutely. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how. I mean, the other coach does have a beef because of the way it's been called, but at the same time, the up ref should have just said, you know what, it was my bad. I made the bad call in the first place. It shouldn't have been a double because it was two different people touching it, but it wasn't, a fourth. It wasn't a fourth contact.
Right.
So it was still legitimate.
Yeah, I agree with Jeff. I think it's going to end up being a replay, as the call was, but I think the tactic by the other coach, I think it's going to backfire because I feel like they had some momentum.
Yeah, they
so
were.
I think it's going to probably take some away. Like, if I were him, I would have just let it go because his team was kind of on the comeback. So this might actually not work in his favor.
At least we hope so.
Right. Well,
I have to say hi to my wife. Hi, Kari, at home. I know you're watching at home, so be good. Okay, stay warm. I'm going to go talk. Okay.
All right, thank you
guys.
for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. And I think the other thing we talked about is, again, this negative approach that their coach is using when their team is down. It doesn't seem like a team that is used to playing from behind. And when they get there and he loses his composure, I think that carries over to the team. There's panic on their side. But you're right. I think they had a couple points. They had come back here. And now this delay hopefully benefits Lights here.
Well, I think it is a tactic, Jim. It's essentially a timeout. It's a complete reset. The momentum is now gone. You're back to square one.
It's longer than a set break.
It gives them a chance to calm down, get their wits, which we were playing to our advantage. We had them on the ropes, right? It's kind of like a boxer who's on the ropes. We're just giving them a chance to go sit in the corner, grab a drink,
wait it out.
It's unfortunate, but I have confidence that this Lights team will come out. They'll come out strong. They look loose. They don't look like they're too bothered by this whole thing.
I like it. I like that the team is together. Team on the other side, they're kind of split. They have a few players and their coach working things over, but their team is not all together. I like the fact that we're talking through this, maybe kind of distracting the team from what's going on here. Hey, let's get back to our game. Let's do our thing.
And that's a good observation, Jim. I'm going to point out that the players are actually standing in very specific spots. You'll notice that the girls that are on the court have to remain on the court, and the girls on the bench have to remain in the blue. So it's
as do the coaches who are in the blue.
As do the coaches, but they are definitely allowed to be that close. So that's actually a really good move by the Lights coaches to bring them in together, but also keep them where they need to be.
Legally separated. Okay, that's good.
And I hate to say it, but if this results in a point to Ignite, I may lose my mind. So I'm going to ask you to restrain me because I think the right thing happened. He made an error.
Yes.
He called a replay.
Yes.
He said it was my error. And I don't know what the coach saw differently. It was, as Coach Hogue talked about, it wasn't four contacts.
No.
So two kids touched the ball, but it wasn't a fourth contact. It should be a legal play.
No, and I don't know what the coach can argue here because he called a two contact and then ended up being a replay. So I don't know what the coach can really argue. The coach can't argue something else. They can only argue like a rule interpretation.
Yeah.
Is what it is. You can't argue, well, this happened, and then they call like say in the net. It's not a replay like in the college level.
Yeah, and I think what I saw on the play, I actually thought it may have been a lift or a carry because it kind of came from behind and there was a little bit of direction, but that was not in fact the call. No. He called a double.
Right, and so the call will either it'll stand as a replay or it will be a double as the initial call. It won't be a lift or some other interpretation. So if it is a double, it will be because whatever they discussed.
He's not going to say, "Oh, I made an error on the call." Can't do that. The call was a double.
Correct.
Right, I don't know what they're playing on the other side here. Some sort of
tag
type game.
Freeze tag. Hope no one rolls an ankle.
Yeah, kind of interesting to watch this.
Now we've got
this almost chaos on that. Line judges are playing along too.
Now she's got some energy, Jim. Before she was.
Boy, this is one of the most bizarre things I have seen on a volleyball court.
Now, to your point, Nate, number 2 is running on and off of the court. I don't think we're playing tag. We are legitimately.
This is just getting.
We got some gymnastics happening over here.
I suppose we should call the tag. What would Kevin Harlan do here? And who's it? And running left and right. She goes to the left and back to the right and tackled at the 20-yard line.
All right, it looks like we have a decision. The head official is going to go give the
let's see what we can
call
see.
to the refs. You might have to mute Mike here if he doesn't like the call.
Yeah, well, we aren't. Well, we have a delay, but I don't know if it's a 7-second delay, and we don't have this.
No dump bar.
The button for the 7 bad words that you cannot say on the air. So you're going to have to constrain yourself as best you can.
Well, I'm tethered, so if I try to run out onto the court with the headphones on, I'll at least get a little.
You'll get a pullback there.
I'll get it. Okay, coach doesn't look happy, but he's still upset. He's talking to his assistants. I think he may be asking for the up ref to be removed. He has not been happy with the up ref all match. Is that possible?
I
Coach
think he
Lairs?
wants it. Maybe he wants a do-over on the whole match. I mean, where is he going to go?
Coach Lairs, is it possible to remove an R1 mid-match?
Not today. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to fly.
Okay.
It's not the NCAA championship match here, so hopefully we don't go to that level.
Okay. I don't know what we got going on. At least, the officiating team should not be playing tag in front of the other team's bench. I know that for fact.
No, that is
right. What do we got here?
Collusion, to be honest with you.
Let's see what we have
We're
here.
going to be back in action here now. Let's look for the call. I heard the word replay from the Hoekster here.
Yep, we got
there
a replay.
It is. All of that, another 10-minute delay, and we have a redo it. Let's try it again.
All right. Well, let's see if we can't get a net serve here.
Emma Walker at the line. Will she be able to get this ball over after this delay? Question is yes. Answer is lights from the right side, and the block is there. Ignite comes out with the point here.
Well, that's what we fear, Jim. Lights had all the momentum in the world. They're going to have to dig deep right here, right now, Jim.
Emma Walker, first contact going to be important here for Lights. Right-hander sends it over, and bottom drops out of that. Dancing over on the Ignite side. Boy.
Kara, without the headset, is now offering her encouragement.
Walker continues. Niedema picks this up. Pushed back over. Dietz, the block, triple block there.
Yeah, calling a double on Macy. First double of the match. The Lights coaches are exasperated that that's the first double. There's been plenty of doubles on both sides of the court today.
Yeah.
Not a call he's made.
Expecting a timeout here, but it's not coming. Some mask issues on the Ignite side here. Not staying up in the right spot here. And we're going to get...
He can't rule the game.
All right, tough
Might
call
want to
here.
send the floor captain up there
Yeah,
to
I think we should.
get a question on that.
No, it's not
That
gonna
was
happen.
an awful call.
Walker going to continue at the line here for Ignite. That ball knuckles around, and it's going to go over to Elsa on the left side. That's a point for Ignite.
Looking to the bench for a timeout.
Yeah, I'm looking for a timeout here.
No.
I'm not going to get it. Walker continues. I hate to keep saying that here. Right-hander sends it over. Picked up by Klembarski. Into Dietz in the middle, and that's a score, and that brings another angry reaction from the Ignite coach. And a mask is down. It's not to call out Dave Shondell at Purdue, but I will, because he was doing that last weekend in the Gopher match.
It's a race to 3 here, Jim.
Niedema sends this over, but comes up just short. 22-23. Need a side out here. Libero for Ignite. Puts the ball in play. A little trouble handling that one.
Yeah, that delay seems to have gotten the better of the Lights team.
Did.
They're not done.
They're not done.
Not done. Side out, serve out, ties this baby up, and we go to overtime.
Ashley Stahn, Libero, sends it over. Her counterpart picks it up. Over to Coleman. Good swing. Touch.
Touch called appropriately.
Got it.
Yep, and the coach agrees. That was kind of him to agree with that call.
Nice. Hasn't been a lot of that today. It's going to bring Alexa Dietz to the line. Right-hander.
Timeout.
Timeout called by Ignite.
Yes, timeout called by Ignite. They're going to get their play set. Well, it's match point, Jim, right? So they want to get their play set up. He's going to call a specific play. It'll be very important. Alexa Dietz back at the line, as we talked about, to do anything she can to get them slightly out of system, because they struggle with that, right?
Now I'm seeing it a little bit. This is a little bit like calling a timeout right as your field goal kicker is on the field ready to swing away at it. Whoop, timeout. We're going to make him think about it a little bit. And that part, it does make sense.
I think he's going to run the quick set to Dean.
All right, Dietz gets it over, and it's a nice serve. They have to dive to bring it up, and you got it called. Deed.
Go get it, Mace.
Trouble.
Go get it.
Oh, runs through the chairs. And that is the end of the match, and we are hoping that everybody is okay.
It's too bad, Jim. It's really too bad. There was a lot to do about nothing, and I just disagree with that whole process.
Well, I think it was no good, and you're right. We didn't come out on the positive end of the energy out of that long delay. And I don't really care for how that was handled at all.
But it was, and so it is what it is. And the Lights team, they should build on this. That was they played much better in the second match than they did this morning. That was the number one seed in the pool. They're very big, and they battled. They battled hard, and so I think they should be proud of that effort. And they've got another match yet today.
Yes,
and they should go after it and bring it home.
Yeah, like always, there's nothing to do but to take the positives away, move forward, and bring that into your last match of the day and make that a good one. Your thoughts, Coach Lairs?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of learning opportunities, I think, in that match. So hopefully the Lights team kind of learned something from that, because it's still early in the season. I think we're on week 5 with our team.
Yep, I think
so
right.
I think a lot of Lights teams, we're still kind of battling that consistency and trying to get back into competition mode. Even though we had a 3-day tournament 2 weeks ago, we're still kind of getting back into it. I feel like so.
Yeah, it takes time to find those connections and kind of your team to gel, I guess, is the term that's best to use. So, yeah, we'll look for that. And
Coach Lairs, how's your tournament going? Why don't you fill us in a little bit on your club?
Yeah. We played yesterday evening. We won all of our matches, finished first in our pool, but we're still kind of battling that roller coaster. Like when we're on top of that roller coaster, we look really good and we look like we're poised to do some damage. But when we're kind of on that bottom of that roller coaster, then it kind of looks the opposite. So we're still kind of battling that consistency. Hopefully today we can keep improving on it, because it takes practice. We're not gonna just get over it in a day. So
no.
We'll head to the UBT Union Bank and Trust facility later today.
Okay.
Okay.
Head over there.
Elkhorn, Nebraska. Nice facility out there. It's a little bit of a hike out there, but nice facility to be in, that's for sure. Yeah, I think like you mentioned, I like to take the Hogsters tagline here, trust the process. I think that's what we're doing. It isn't something that happens overnight. You are working through a set of things that end up being a process, and you have to believe in that and not always expect immediate results. Things will come as they should if you stick with the plan.
That's right. All right, well, thanks for having me. End of this match, it was good perspective. I'm going to find 16 black, 17 twos, I think, play.
Got your whole course charted out?
Yeah, not much going on this morning, so figured I'd watch some volleyball.
That's good.
Very
Appreciate
good.
you
Well,
being
thanks
here and
for joining
joining
us.
us and your insights. Thank
Yeah,
you very much.
definitely. See you guys.
Well, Jim,
Yep.
thank you for joining us.
Yeah, fun
We've
as always.
got about an hour break, and then we'll get back at it for the third and final match of the day.
Right.
I think we should be cordial broadcasters here and move out of the prime location.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
And will you be joining us for the third?
I think so. I'm not
All
sure
right.
if I want to take photos yet. Maybe I'll do a little bit of each. Maybe shoot a set and talk a set. I don't know. We'll see how that develops.
All right. Make our way to the sidewall here. Avoid the buckets of water. Be interesting to get a word from the coaching staff.
Yeah.
On what they saw with all of that.
See what their thoughts are on that whole process. It is unfortunate to have a delay like that. Now that's 2 days in a row that I've seen that for this team, and it's kind of disheartening. You certainly expect things to go along according to Hoyle, and there are some short delays that come up, but something long like that just saps the momentum of the whole match is just not really good. So
Bella Rushing here joining. She's got a smile, I can tell underneath that mask. So I think the girls are happy with the way they played in that second match. They competed very hard. And they really had a chance there. It is unfortunate about the break, but, that's, again, girls need to be tough. They need to be strong, and that's not an excuse.
Right.
So, again, one match to go here, and we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, hopefully they can bring the positive momentum and the positive things from this match back into the third one, and we'll see how that goes.
That's right. Well, I think from the CHI Convention Center here, we will sign off for now, and we'll be back in about an hour. I think over on Court 2, just the neighboring court.
Okay.
I think. I don't know that for sure, but we'll find out soon enough.
All right, thanks for joining us, folks, and we'll see you soon.
Sounds good.